Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have the ball first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. After the filthy move, he's got room. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Hoosiers look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Indiana! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the ground with the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on 3rd down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the curl.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Great timing on the slant. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you've got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Williams will pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for space. It's Hemby. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move, it's Bennett. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground, finding an escape route. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Williams looking for a man. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Bryson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams will pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense is really struggling, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go right back to it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Williams looking for a man. Snagged in the middle. It's Wallace. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.